topics than Congressman Scott Fitzgerald of the great state of Wisconsin. The Congressman sits on the Judiciary, Labor, Education, and Small Business Committees, and he joins us now. Congressman, thanks for being here.
You bet. Good to be with you, Tom.
That was you facing Attorney General Garland. You pressed him on whether or not he was nonpartisan and independent or just kind of being used to advance the White House's political agenda. Did you buy his response?
I did not. I mean, I've been telling people that I thought the Attorney General was ill-prepared for the hearing, quite honestly. I thought Republican members of the Judiciary Committee did a really good job and were prepared and asking very relevant questions, but there weren't any answers. And you know, for him to say, this is where my department's at, this is where we're headed, this is what we're trying to tackle in a nonpartisan way, I'm not buying it. I didn't buy it the other day, and I'm not buying it now.
The AG also dismissed any notion that that he has a conflict of interest over his son-in-law making a fortune off of critical race theory. What more can be done about what apparently is a conflict of interest, whether he says it or not?
Yeah, Congressman Mike Johnson did a really good job of, I think, articulating numerous times and asking the Attorney General to actually almost save himself and please tell us that he had done what would have been proper, which is a full review, an ethics review of what was going on with his son-in-law and with this company that he represents, and whether or not that had an impact on the very aggressive stance that that he took in his early October memo.
Right.
And again, doubling down on the idea that, you know, school boards should be monitored and you know, the full force of the federal government should be watching school boards and the parents that attend those meetings. It's ridiculous.
And setting up a snitch line of all things. I need to move on because I'm short on time, but you know, you're watching the supply chain crisis. Inflation is hitting your constituents hard. The president said the other night that he believes people should be fired for not complying with his mandates. Here's what he had to say.
The two things that concern me. One are those who just try to make this a political issue. Freedom. I have the freedom to kill you with my COVID. No, I mean, come on, freedom.
Congressman, do you believe that these blanket mandates are constitutional? And secondly, do you think that they're ultimately going to exacerbate the supply chain and the inflation crises we're seeing?
Completely unnecessary. It's the wrong tack to take with the American people. Any type of mandate is simply going to, I think, people that are concerned about the vaccine to just dig in further. You can't force people. And the idea that we're going to lose emergency workers, nurses, medical technicians, and everyone else directly affected by these mandates, and then on the private sector, completely unauthorized. So I completely disagree, obviously, with the president. And it's troubling to see. I mean, the interview that happened with Anderson Cooper, I mean, just to watch it, you can tell that the president is not in a good mind. And you know, you really start to wonder whether or not some of these decisions and some of the things that the rhetoric that he's delivering right now is coming from a man that really has a grasp of the issues.
All right, well, we're going to have to leave it there. Wisconsin Congressman Scott Fitzgerald, truly appreciate your time, and we'll see you here again soon.
Thank you. Good to be with you. Thank you very much.
A lot more to come. Don't go away.